I tried. I tried. I tried. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind and it's not making any sense. I'm finally crying in front of everybody. But please, what am I even begging for? I don't know. Do you guys think it's easy? Every time I'm waking up, I'm saying one thing. Oh, my brother online. Today I hear good news. Oh, it's about to be free. Tomorrow I hear another thing. Like, what's the problem? But I've tried. I'll go. I'll go back. I'll go back.
Okay, guys, so I've shied away from talking about this Regina Daniels issue, and today I just woke up and I said, you know what, Ezinne, let's talk about this situation, because the more information comes out about this whole situation, the more, I don't know how I feel, but it's kind of triggering for me. Not really triggering, but it's concerning. I think that's a better word to use, because why I don't know how to explain it, but this whole situation, I just feel like I have to give my 2 cents. This is not a gist video per se. This is just me airing my views. Okay, so we all know the story. Some while ago, there was a disturbing video by Regina, where she was obviously distraught. She was crying, talking about how in her house she was treated like a queen, out here in her so-called husband's house, she was, being treated like a slave and all of that. Then, the news of her leaving her husband's home or her matrimonial home, and then the news of, her brother being abducted or arrested, and nobody seems to know where he is. He's not in Abuja, he's not in Lagos, but actually they said he is in a Nasarawa prison. And then the police PRO came out to say, okay, this is why he was arrested, for threatening and a whole lot. It's all there on the internet. And then her mother, Regina Daniels' mother, came out to say that unlike what we thought, that this man was like the messiah of their family, that is not what it is. That, even Regina Daniels raised over $50,000 for him. And then Regina Daniels came out to do that video. I think I posted that video sometime on my channel. And she was like, oh, you people should stop dragging my mother, that she did nothing wrong. I was rebellious. I was the one that wanted to marry this man because I was in love, yada, 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 yada. And then, later on, she made a very disturbing video that was, I think, 2 days ago, that she would go back. If that means, getting her brother back. And then Ned, the husband, had come out with his own version of things. He called Regina Daniels a drughead, a druggie, that she was running away from being in rehab and a whole lot more. Last night, we saw a lot of publications from them. Ned had also said his own part, both on Twitter and on Instagram, saying that, she was being fed drugs by her brother and her sister and popular actress Uche Montana, I think, yes. And he made a whole lot of allegations, and he even shared a video of her brother, where in that video, what I saw in that video was basically his Regina Daniels' brother telling her to enter the car, that who is the police people to stop her from going out, and a whole lot more. And then Regina Daniels' elder brother, the other one, not the one that was arrested, brought out a voice note. And in that voice note, he was having a conversation with Ned, where he was like, you think it's in the UK that you can admit that you slapped your wife twice? And he was like, even if it's in the UK and his wife does something, he's gonna slap her. And that was the part of the conversation that was put out. And then Regina Daniels also came out to talk about she having a sex tape with Ned. She also came out to say that Ned had twisted a lot of things, spoiled her name, calling her a drug addict that she's going to fight, and a whole lot more, like a whole lot of things. This is just me trying to summarize. Okay, now this is what I think, and it's going to be in various parts. The first part, I like to speak to Regina. I like to say that I love the fact that she's now saying, you know what, the courts would handle this. And I think that is the best way to go. Because yes, social media has created an awareness of what's happening, but too much of the social media thing is going to be given more ammunition. You know, it can come as, oh, defamation of character. There can be more lawsuits tagged on your head the more you speak on social media. So go away from social media, hire a PR company. You've got the money. Go away from that social media and fight in court. Get a reputable lawyer, because your ex-husband or husband, that man is also a reputable lawyer too, right? So that's my advice for her. But also, in all of this, to be honest, my first blame goes to the mom. I know she's saying, oh, do not blame my mom and all of that, but honestly, my heart breaks, because she was 17. According to what she put out, she was 17 when she married this man. That's below the age of adulthood in Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I sat and I thought to myself, isn't it, when you were 17 and looking at how much you love your mother, God forbid if your mother had told you to make such decisions, knowing how much you love your mother and trust your mother, would you not have made it? I would have. And I would still say, oh, it's, you know, because I love my mom and my mom has the best interest for me. That's how I saw this whole thing. That's why when Regina is saying all this, I listen to her plea, I listen to her pain, but I don't listen to the part where she say, oh, don't blame your mother. I don't listen to that, because I feel like she's got to take a chunk of that blame. Because I remember when this marriage was contracted, I know I did that video. I was like, what the hell? Like, at some point, I know I said in my video, it's almost as if it's this woman that is marrying this man and not the child. And I didn't even know at that time that she was 17. I thought she was probably in her 20s. Now realizing that she was 17, I think knowing that she was 17, that's actually what made me say, you know what, I've got to talk. I blame the mom. Honestly, I blame the mother. No matter how you are going to put it, I still blame the mother. Because we're in Nigeria, we are Africans. This is an Igbo family. Tell me which Igbo 17-year-old girl can marry a man without her parents' consent, do traditional wedding, and they say, oh, because she was rebellious. It's a lie. And the part that also breaks my heart is because it's the fact that she said in her video, the one I posted, that she was the one, like she was the breadwinner of the family. At what age? You're making a child take a parenting role. I people don't see how terrible this whole matter is. I know I'll come to the married side though, but for me, I feel like there is a parenting. These people and their noise. Now what? Anyways, back to our video. I feel like there's a parenting flaw. You know, the fact that you give birth to children and be like, oh, is this one that will save our family? I don't like that thing. Honestly, I do not. So I feel like, what is this noise these people are making? So I feel like the mom takes a chunk of the blame. Now, coming to her marriage, I know a lot of people have said a lot of things, you know. I feel she shouldn't go back. I feel like marriage is, you have the right to leave a marriage. Everybody has the right to leave a marriage when they feel like that marriage is no longer what they think it should be. And I think if all the accusations and all the things that her husband or ex-husband, I don't know what to call it, he's still her husband, had laid against her is the truth, then honestly, I don't see why he wants her back. She's a drug head, she's a druggie, she does this, she does that. Then let her go. Let her go. Because if it's someone I know, I'm like, why would you want a drug head back in your house if that's the truth? Then you let her go. It's simple. And I also feel like we live in a climate where laws don't even work. That's even the annoying thing. And I would never support. You see, any marriage that has this very large or long age gap, I would never support it. Never will I ever support it, because there's always a power imbalance. There's always a coercion, emotional blackmail. There's always something you have over the person. If you marry somebody within your age bracket, even if it's 5 years, even if it's 7 years, But you are looking at, if it's some, especially when, okay, let me pause that thought. I don't also support, especially when it comes to people that are maybe in their early 20s or below. Oh God, it doesn't work. For me, I feel like it doesn't work. Honestly, I feel like it doesn't work. If it's somebody maybe 30, 35, 37 that's marrying a 50-something-year-old person, I feel like, okay, at least that person you're marrying is a very mature person. They don't see life. At least, worst case scenario, they can be able to defend themselves. Now, this long age gap with somebody that, if we look at it by the law, it's actually a minor, you know, and now in the early 20s, there's no power balance. And also looking at the financial gap, that's why I never really subscribe to that. There's always the tendency for it to work. It takes a very, I don't know, person that God has entered into their heart and refined and remolded, because there's a tendency of abuse. It might not be physical, it might be emotional, it might be financial. So I feel at this point, when they said, can two work together except they agree? If the two of them no longer want to agree, let them go. Let the person go. You know? Divorce. Go your separate ways. If this person is saying, oh, this person is a drug head, this person is, why don't you just let the person go? But my people will say, the problem started right from the source, from the beginning. No matter what people or what Regina's mom or anybody try to come and paint it, I'll still stand that, damn, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. You made the child be an adult so fast. And I also do not subscribe to the school of thought that, oh, shaming Regina, oh, da, 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 da. I like to also say to Regina, my dear, your name has not spoiled. You are still Regina Daniels. You understand? Right now, you'll be fine. It's tough, but you'll be fine. And I feel like marriage is not a do or die affair. If you are tired, you feel like this person is not, you let the person go. You know, honestly, I never bring in the whole write-ups I'm seeing. I'm just like, wow, this is way scarier than I thought. Like, this is just me airing my views, guys. This is not any gist. Honestly, this is not gist. Because yesterday, when I saw she was 17, like, we've seen people in their 30s battling divorce. And we know how terrible it is and scary. I pray that Regina, she will get out of this. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. You know? And the whole sexting thing, oh, Regina, I just pray she gets a good lawyer. I pray she gets a good lawyer, a son, somebody that is fearless, somebody that is rich. I know why I'm emphasizing on the rich. You know? Somebody that is a madman. Not like madman, but literally, but madman figuratively. She needs that. Thank God she has money. She can fight. She needs that. That's my own thoughts about this. Let me know what you guys think about that all those situations. I don't know why these guys are just chim.
It's okay to laugh. It's okay. It's really okay to laugh. As per, oh, when she was flaunting the wealth. Oh, when she was flaunting the wealth, were we enjoying it with her? It's okay. But nobody ever flaunts their sadness. No one ever does that. You know why? Because of this very reason. Mockery. As long as you're not in my shoes, you will never understand. What were you guys expecting me to show off? That I was being beaten? That I was sad? No.
I know that. Enter, go do what you want to. Don't come up for here.
Who is the person driving the car?
I see MC, they explain, give the policeman, say no, she's not going anywhere. No, who is he?
I said that she's going. Like this.
You're explaining to him. Who calls him?
You are trying, don't worry, sorry.
No, you are doing for your level. I know that's what you have to do for your level. But who goes in for she to explain where she want to go for policeman?
You are
What
good.
to be that?
You are a very good boy, don't worry.
You attempt that thing again to display what I go display for you. And I go feel that.
Oh yeah, what they go?
Hello,